You on?
It's long.
It's long.
And praise the Lord and honor to his prophet. Noble Jolly. Peace to the gods.
Peace, God.
We're going to build today a little bit on the science of eating. I'm here with the brother Suga Ray.
Hotep family.
This beautiful plate that you could get for $10.
Mm. What you got there?
This is a vegan, gluten-free, soy-free burger with blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries.
What made you mix that? How that creation come about? The people want to know how that creation come about. I mean, you the Lord, so you can create things out of from nothing. So we just want to hear from you know.
This creation came about opportunity and convenience. As most great creations and inventions are.
Ashe, right next to that.
Let's start with the strawberries. You just build on the strawberries and you were just saying, what do we know that is natural? That seeds grow on the outside, And although we know it's a hybrid, sometimes things, no matter what they are, are not conducive to our physical makeup. We still consume them knowingly, thinking that by praying over it or thinking over it, we can change the vibration of it. It's just a real science, but it's much safer to just avoid it.
Definitely. But now, if I can interject, may I? When we talk about hybrid, absolutely. But is hybrid not a good thing if it's two? If it's a combination and a union of two chemicals or entities that are actually good for you, and they are blended together, is the hybrid still not good? Would you still suggest we stay away from it?
Not necessarily, because watermelons are hybrid.
Absolutely.
And they have a high water content and some nutritional value. But all food is so you're supposed to eat for your geography. And so where we are now, in North America in the cold and winter, we want to consume things that are it makes it easier for your body to produce heat.
Sure.
That'd be more electrical foods,
sure.
Antioxidants, and things of that nature.
Sure.
So, organic doesn't mean non-GMO. You got organic GMO stuff.
Definitely.
You paid extra for garbage.
That's how they get us. That's how they get us. When I go in Whole Foods and I see the eggplant shiny like I don't know what, and like it's organic, I'm saying, okay, what part of the growing process was organic? Because I know the whole part of the growing process wasn't organic. The seed might be organic, right? But you use chemicals and other, I talk so much about this. Yeah, I talk so much about the stuff. I forgot what they called, man. All them substances that they use to kill us through food.
Pesticides and all that.
Pesticides, all of it. Yeah. So, yeah, man, keep going.
Well, we're looking at the degree, right? Of laws found Muslim lesson number 2. And question number 14 asks, who is the 85%? And the answer is uncivilized people, poison animal eaters, slaves from mental death and power. Yeah. What you eat has a lot to do with your conduct. Because the cells that you consume are assimilated into your body, your bloodstream, and eventually reach the brain and affect its processes. Just like everything else that you would consume. One of the best examples of this is you drink. You might drink something, some liquor, and you'll be alright in the first 5 minutes. 6 minutes later, 7 minutes later, you feel the effects. Some things aren't as obvious as others, but that's the result. That's how cancer results. And so we need to know that when it says the uncivilized people, in their definition, civilization is one having knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, refinement, and is not savage. The pursuit of happiness. Or the gods will say, not a savage in the pursuit of happiness. And so, you want to be in the pursuit of happiness when you eat, because of course, eating does promote health. It promotes mental health, emotional health, and of course, social health.
Holistic well-being.
Right. You still don't want to be a savage while doing so.
Definitely. And eating, and I'm gonna build on it when we flip the camera, is a very sacred art. It's a sacred act of building connection between you and that which you are consuming. Right?
So you want to have knowledge of that which what it is that you're consuming.
I say.
And knowledge is a body of facts. It's the basic foundation of everything in existence.
Right, exactly. You look like you enjoying that burger, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, the wisdom meter. So, wisdom is the righteous application of knowledge.
Sure.
And that understanding is the thorough comprehension of what it is that you're consuming and how it's going to affect your body, so that you can mentally prepare your physical being to assimilate it wholly and reap the most benefits out of it.
Right, exactly.
And you also want a conducive to your culture. So, what's your nationality?
Peace, Lord. Islam.
And then refinement is the process of making oneself better, more effective, more efficient. And that is what they do. So because what you eat directly affects your brain, and your brain is what controls all your actions, you want to make sure to be right and exact about every decision that you make before you make it, especially when you're eating. And of course, the pursuit of happiness. You don't want to eat and have a big healthy meal, and then you're dissatisfied. And dissatisfaction is the reason Yakub made devil in the first place.
Talk about it.
Eat healthy, and be able to satisfy, and then act out in a dissatisfied manner that probably something could have been done about it if you had just ate the right things. Could have been avoided if you had a cheeseburger, depending on who you are.
Definitely. Right, exactly. And like you said, I think the one of the keys that you just mentioned that we forget is the spirit in which we consume our food. Are we angry? Are we sad? Are we upset? Are we eating in blame? Are we eating in, you said the best, dissatisfaction, discomfort? That has a big thing to do with how we feel after we eat. Not only immediately after, but how the food breaks down into our body hours later, days later, weeks later, and how it then remanifests itself in our actions, whether it be physical actions or verbal actions.
Right. So, and also the preparer of the food. I went and ate these strawberries, like I said, if they weren't cut by the system.
Right, exactly.
I know better. A European, offered me a strawberry like the other week when, Ballmaster first taught me about it, and I was like, no, I'm good.
No, cipher.
Are you sure? No, I'm alright. Everybody, asked me, what was the science of the strawberry after they ate theirs. And they were like, I told them, it's a hybrid. Seeds are on the outside, that's unnatural to me, and it doesn't seem to fit well with my nature personally. But, it's not like I have any scientific facts to, approve any, to disprove any health benefits. I just don't know of any health benefits.
I see. Right, exactly.
They were like, oh, wow, I never thought about that. I was like, yeah, well,
right, exactly.
It's just something to think about. I wouldn't say don't eat them. There's people that say don't eat them. Like Born Master said, don't eat them. Like, I listen to people who use logic and reasoning when they speak. I know that there's, some type of evidence behind their words that I could go research myself.
Absolutely.
So that's how we become better people. We become stronger. We learn. We get taught by educators who educate the people. And that's what the True Living 5% is about. Who do not believe in the teachers of the 10% and are all wise. They know who the living God is. They teach you the living God is, and the living God has a certain nature of itself. You speak a certain way, you move a certain way, you act a certain way, you eat a certain way.
Right, exactly. Righteous.
You chewing living God, you chewing living foods.
Right, exactly.
And you're not going to eat foods that are fake or dead. Dead foods that constitute like meat. Say poison animal eaters. Now you should draw the conclusion that the animal is poison. Slave for mental death and power. But you're eating, if you're eating slaves, cattle, goat, things of that nature, domesticated beings. And then, you cry out, why are you treated like a domesticated being? And then, the term, are you all what you eat comes to mind.
I love building on that because I often ask myself, what was missing from my elders' logic when they told me I am what I eat and still fed me dead animals? When they told me they preached it to us in the late 80s, early 90s, you are what you eat, you are what you eat. And still give us dead animals, still give us processed foods. You know what I mean? If we rejected our greens, they didn't. Some grandparents would get the belt, right? You better eat them greens, right? But the majority of our elders, and definitely in school and in the community centers, in the places that are supposed to care for the youth, particularly the churches and all of them, they fed us chicken and food that, when we get up to understand that these are the same foods that killed. This is the same food that killed my father. My father died from stomach cancer from eating his food. And you gonna keep giving it to me? You're not gonna tell me that? You're gonna tell me, oh, he had something wrong with his stomach, and not tell me it's directly related to what he ate. You're gonna tell me, oh, we just couldn't save him in time. We just couldn't cut the cancer out in time. How the hell did the cancer get there? But what I learned is not their responsibility, because their job as the dominant structure currently in this Western Northern America structure, I guess we would say, is to oppress and to strip away all of our God abilities as melanated beings. And so it's not their job to tell us that the food we eat is killing us. It's their job to tell us that we're dying, but if we take their medicine, if we take their pharmaceuticals, that we'll stay alive a little bit longer. But they really tell us to change what we eat. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that's extremely important.
Yakuza is still in effect. So, when we see Yakuza being executed, and doctors, ministers, nurses, and cremators, dark skin versus light skin, brown skin versus black skin, etc. And we see that Yakuza is also introduced in our diet. We were made blind, deaf, and dumb when they were babies. It goes into 136. Question number 3 is, statement number 3 is, my uncle was brought here by a trader 379 years ago. So our mind state was, this isn't where our mind state was. We were brought here that long ago. Our uncle does not speak his own language. We don't speak, the language of our ancestors, which was Spanish and Arabic and Hebraic. Spanish, which is originally Moorish, and was renamed Spanish in 1513 or something like that. He does not know he is my uncle, speaking about the relationship between the Asiatics in North America and the Arabians, who were also Asiatics, but that one preceded the other. He loves the devil because the devil gives him nothing. Why does he like the devil? Because the devil could fear him when he was a boy. Why does he fear the devil now that he is a big man? Because the devil taught him how to eat the wrong food. Does that have anything to do with the above question number 10? Yes, sir. That made him other than his own self. So when you eat other than your own self, you become other than your own self. You start to act other than your own self. Then you become uncivilized and a savage. Savage means a person who has lost the knowledge of himself and who is living a beast life.
Definitely.
And only beasts have to kill other beasts in order to consume other beasts so that they can continue to live a beast life.
Right, exactly. So let me ask you this question.
In opposition to cultured people who would refer to agriculture.
Right, exactly. Give thanks. So would you say that the fastest way or one of the surest ways to civilize the uncivilized is through their diet?
Through their diet and the education of their diet. Because education is the key. You can't just tell people, eat like this. We need to provide a sound scientific basis and reasoning on why.
Why? The benefits. What are the harms? What are the...
Absolutely. How to do it properly.
Absolutely.
I first became so-called vegan. which I'm no longer now. I do have a plant-based diet, but I don't subscribe to that.
Absolutely. Why? Tell us why, please, if you can.
Because so-called vegans eat fungi, eat their parasites, and I think that's stupid.
Yep.
You know, our people didn't start veganism.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Our people are solar beings and electric beings. Vegans eat all type of anti-solar, anti-electric, whole lot of soy.
Whole lot of soy.
Another word for vegan would be starchitarian. Sister, would you mind showing the camera who you also need? They know where they, get these burgers for $10.
And she could give us a little something, a little bit of drop a little insight onto, food and something. You want to come over here in the light or?
Please, in the light. Come in the light. Come here.
Hi.
Peace.
Yeah, so these are my burgers, $10. What do you liking that burger? Speechless.
So yeah, go into if you can a little bit about chemistry, the chemistry of food, and how just what we're talking about. Just give us a thought or two.
I mean, well, the human body, the human as a species, in my opinion, wasn't made